Are you awake yet, Jack?
Bonjour YouTube, bienvenue dans cette nouvelle VOD.
GW, the Arsenal AI is corrupted beyond repair. I admit that I underestimated you.
Ah oui, là faut résister aussi. Putain, je suis en train de fumer. Ça, c'est la vraie scène de torture.
I'll squeeze the answers out of you instead, my son.
Je suis pas vraiment ton fils. Enfin, je vais pas mourir direct. Tout ça parce que je fume. Si. Ah non. Ça c'est pas joué à grand chose.
It's not him I want the answers from.
Ah non, mais c'est juste une fois. Juste une fois au chalet.
What do you mean?
That's not your business.
Oh, really? It so happens I have some business of my own to attend to.
Planning to hijack Arsenal?
Huh?
You were going to screw me over, weren't you?
Mais tout le monde se trahit dans cette unité.
Not exactly. I was the one who used Ocelot to suggest the idea to you in the first place.
What?
I was planning to give you Arsenal to begin with.
Why the uncharacteristic generosity?
I'm no philanthropist. Arsenal is far from impregnable. It needs other Metal Gears as guards, a huge payload of warheads, and full air, sea, and land support to function efficiently. Against a large attack force without support, Arsenal is nothing more than a gigantic coffin. Seizing Arsenal gear was never the real objective.
What was your objective then?
A list of names of the Patriots! They were planning to extend their control to digital information flow with GW and Arsenal. That means the information they want to filter out is contained in GW.
Non. Mais
including
oui.
that list of the highest 12 members of the Patriots Wiseman's Committee.
And once you knew who they were, you would cross out their names one by one. While we, with our useless arsenal, drew their fire.
Very good.
You were using us all along.
Mais tout le monde s'utilise, putain. Bah oui.
But your plans hit a snag with GW destroyed, hasn't it?
No, there is another way.
Really?
Dans le code du
But
CD.
we have our own plans to carry out. We'll take the arsenal since you don't care for it anyway. The purified hydrogen bomb is ready to go.
A nuclear strike won't stop them.
It will damage their power source. The mindless masses that they control. First things first.
Of course. That was what you wanted. I won't stop you. Good luck.
Thanks, but I have quite enough of that.
Nouvelle trahison au slot? C'était Alain ou pas?
What exactly do you find so funny?
Charades usually are humorous. I wouldn't have minded watching some more of it, but we're running a little short on time.
What are you talking about?
Everything you've done here has been scripted, a little exercise set up by us.
Exercise?
The S3 plan was conceived as a means to produce soldiers on par with Solid Snake.
Bah oui.
That's what I told you. But the VR training the boy was put through is not the meat of the project.
Et là tout va prendre sens.
You think this little terrorist incident is your own doing,
Pourquoi
Solidus?
Metal Gear Solid 2 ressemblait tellement en structure à Metal Gear Solid 1? C'est là le génie du truc. C'est que c'est fait pour.
What?
Ames and the president's deaths. The ninja. The computer virus that mimics Fox Die. Did you really think they were all a coincidence? Ames' own nanomachines were used to shut down his pacemaker. I arranged for the appearance of the ninja as well. As for the president, Although Johnson realized what was going on, he played out his allotted part. As for the computer virus, it's a digital counterpart of Fox.
Ouais, bon, ça c'est le plus bullshit parce que ça fait pas du tout la même chose que
to
Fox
eliminate
Day.
every scrap of information regarding the Patriots from GW.
Mais voilà, ils m'ont utilisé en même temps pour faire le ménage.
Your plan was invalidated even before execution, Solidus.
Tout le monde s'est fait
Fat Man was a
manipuler.
different story. He's one of our own people. A sort of examiner we hired to test the boy's progress before letting him tackle the exercise proper. We had to arrange for Stillman's presence to coax the maniac into agreeing. If the boy had allowed the big shell to be destroyed, this exercise would have ended there. The project has no room for failures.
What do you mean?
Given the right situation, the right story, anyone can be shaped into Snake. Even rookies can fight like men of experience. An instant creation of genius. And this training kernel will provide more than enough data to formulate such a program. You, Dead Cell, Olga, you're all nothing but pawns placed to create the perfect simulation. Solidus, you and the boy were selected because your relationship resembles the one between Snake and Big Boss. Fortune, you and the rest of Dead Cell stand in for the Foxhound squad that Snake took on in Shadow Moses. You're the most impressive collection of freaks outside of Foxhound.
Non, vous en trouverez d'autres dans le 4, t'inquiète.
We've gone to a lot of trouble to set you up against the boy. That story about purified hydrogen bombs is just the tip of the iceberg. The project was already underway when I sunk that tanker, along with your old man 2 years ago. Throwing your husband in the brig was a part of it too. You were told that the eradication of Dead Cell 6 months ago was an act of the Patriots. We provoked and encouraged your hatred. And you opted for vengeance, just as we planned.
All orchestrated?
Except for the appearance of the real Solid.
Bah oui, il a foutu la merde, il a tout fait la mission tout seul et moi j'ai rien foutu.
I wonder now who sent for you.
All our misfortune was just a part of their project?
Comment? Et lui il peut toucher.
How could...
You're no Lady Luck. You have nothing that we didn't give you.
What?
Do you know why no bullet could hit you? It wasn't magic, or some new age mumbo-jumbo. Certainly wasn't your psychic talents. It was all staged by the Patriots.
Staged?
You were being shielded by the electromagnetic weapons technology that the Patriots developed.
Et c'est pour ça que lui non plus se faisait pas toucher.
Loved your father and husband. We needed a pathetic wretch like you to keep them focused. You've been our puppet all along, just like Olga.
No.
Là, tu nous expliques pourquoi tu fais encore plus souffrir les meufs que les mecs.
Thanks to the script that the Patriots wrote for you. Pure self-indulgence, absorbed in your own misfortune. You couldn't get enough of the drama.
I could have died whenever I wanted to.
Thought I got her in the heart.
Ah oui, mais lui il a son avantage aussi, évidemment.
It missed. Now I remember. Your heart's on the right. Waste of metal, my dear, but your luck's run out. This is the little gizmo. There's no such thing as miracles or the supernatural. Only cutting-edge technology.
T'as rien compris, ce légus, c'est complètement con. Wow, c'est nouveau ça. Peut-être si j'en tire plein, on sait jamais. Sur un malentendu. Et du coup, j'ai réussi l'exercice ou pas? Ah parce que, d'accord, le contrôle du monde et tout ça, mais... Du coup, je faisais un exercice, je l'ai réussi ou pas?
Now that I have enough data, all I have to do is retrieve Arsenal and clean up the refuse from the exercise.
Just try.
Ah toi aussi t'es dans les sabres. Ça c'est lucky que la balle elle arrive jusque là pour péter le truc sans que ça le touche lui. Bon réflexe par contre celui-ci. Qu'est-ce que tu fais? On t'a dit que t'avais plus de pouvoir.
Fortune! You idiot! Get the hell away from there!
I told you, your luck's run out. Take your reward. It's all the payload Ray has. Die!
Ça fait beaucoup de sous-munitions là.
Everybody down!
Et ça marche encore. Est-ce qu'elle a vraiment des pouvoirs ou est-ce que les patriotes l'ont réactivé parce qu'on n'est pas censé tous mourir? Et Ocelot est parti un peu hors script.
What the? Impossible!
She is Lady Luck.
Je crois que c'est fini pour elle.
My name is Helena Dolph Jackson, the daughter of a proud and noble soldier.
Ah, c'était le commandant qui faisait le discours dans le tanker.
I can see my family again.
Damn! Try this instead.
Mais ça va aller? Ah, bah alors, on perd le contrôle de son bras. L'acide liquide, fais-lui savoir un peu ce que sont les snakes. Il a spawné. Il a spawné sur le toit. Ça faisait pas ça avant, dans la version originale.
It can't be. I've been inside this arm all along, waiting for the right time to awaken. You were inside Ocelot?
Yes, a sleeper in the arm of a Patriot spy.
It was you 2 years ago?
Exactly. I was controlling him. Snake, it was I that leaked information about Arsenal to your partner and got you out here.
What?
You're the only one that can free me.
En gros, ça veut dire que Ocelot, c'est tellement l'agent double ultime que même son bras est un agent double contre lui.
I'm off to bury the Patriots for good.
You know where they are? How?
Why do you think I chose Ocelot as my host? But before I go, I have a family matter to settle with both of you. There's room for only one snake and one big boss.
Ah! Le combat est pas vraiment à la loyale là, si.
Time to say goodbye.
Damn.
Like surfing, it's a good way to go.
Yes!
Liquid! Stop this thing!
Vas-y, Snake! Apprends-lui la vie!
Hey, Snake! You coming?
T'es sûr de ton coup? Bon, je te laisse gérer, t'as l'air de savoir ce que tu fais. Qui c'est qui pilote le Arsenal Gear du coup? Parce que là on arrive à New York. Et c'est quand même gros. Pas sûr que ça passe sous le pont. Ah si, ça va. L'Arsenal Gear s'est craché mais on l'a pas vu du coup. Ça devait coûter trop cher en animation. Ah, le Federal Hall. Juste en face de Wall Street.
Federal Hall!
What are you laughing at?
Do you know what day it is today?
Le 4 juillet, je suis sûr.
April 30th?
Ah non, pas du tout.
That's right. George Washington took office as the first president of the United States of America 200 years ago today. And it happened right here. We were going to declare another independence. The dawn of a new nation. Here. The end of the Patriots' secret rule. Liberation of this country. This was where it was supposed to begin. This is where freedom could have been born.
Comment ils vont faire les patriotes pour camoufler un peu tout cet incident vu qu'il y a une base géante qui vient de s'écraser sur le Federal Hall?
Jack, it's not power I want. What I wanted to take back from the Patriots are things like freedom, civil rights, opportunities. The founding principles of this country. Everything that's about to be wiped out by their digital censorship. Jack, listen to me. We're all born with an expiration date. No one lasts forever. Life is nothing but a grace period for turning the best of our genetic material into the next generation.
Encore les jeunes.
The data of life is transferred from parent to child. That's how it works. But we have no heirs, no legacy. We brothers are called les enfants terribles.
Les enfants terribles.
Cloned from our father, with the ability to reproduce conveniently engineered out. What is our legacy if we cannot pass the torch? Proof of our existence, a mark of some sort. When the torch is passed on from parent to child, it extends beyond DNA. Information is imparted as well. All I want is to be remembered by other people, by history.
C'est pour ça que tu as fait de moi ton fils.
The Patriots are trying to protect their power, their own interests, by controlling the digital flow of information. I want my memory, my existence to remain. Unlike an intron of history, I will be remembered as an exon. That will be my legacy, my mark in history. But the Patriots would deny us even that. I will triumph over the Patriots and liberate us all, and we will become the sons of liberty.
Parce qu'il allait dire à hauteur Evan encore une fois.
Raiden, are you receiving? We're still here.
How's that possible? The AI was destroyed.
Only GW.
Who are you?
To begin with, we're not what you'd call human. Over the past 200 years, a kind of consciousness formed layer by layer in the crucible of the White House. It's not unlike the way life started in the oceans 4 billion years ago. The White House was our primordial soup. A base of evolution.
Je vois, vous n'êtes pas des humains, vous êtes des politiques.
We are the very discipline and morality that Americans invoke so often. How can anyone hope to eliminate us? As long as this nation exists, so will we.
Cut the crap! If you're immortal, why would you take away individual freedoms and censor the net?
Arrêtez de censurer Internet.
Don't be silly.
Don't you know that our plans have your interests, not ours, in mind?
What?
Jack, listen carefully, like a good boy.
The mapping of the human genome was completed early this century. As a result, the evolutionary log of the human race lay open to us.
We started with genetic engineering, and in the end, we succeeded in digitizing life itself.
But there are things not covered by genetic information.
What do you mean?
Human memories, ideas, culture, history.
Genes don't contain any record of human history.
Is it something that should not be passed on? Should that information be left at the
du coup,
mercy of
Assassin's Creed,
nature?
de la merde.
We've always kept records of our lives, through words, pictures, symbols, from tablets to books.
But not all the information was inherited by later generations. A small percentage of the whole was selected and processed, then passed on. Not unlike genes, really.
That's what history is, Jack.
But in the current digitized world, trivial
Ça, c'est intéressant de parler du traitement sélectif de l'histoire.
Always accessible.
Rumors about petty issues, misinterpretations, slander.
All this junk data, preserved in an unfiltered state, growing at an alarming rate.
Ça, je trouve
It
ça
will
fascinant
only
comme
slow
idée
down
aussi.
social progress, reduce the rate of evolution.
Right. You seem to think that our plan is one of censorship.
Are you telling me it's not?
You're being silly. What we propose to do is not to control content, but to create context.
Contexte.
Create
Regarde,
context.
ils ont
The
prévu
digital
GDG 10
society
ans avant
furthers
aussi.
human flaws and selectively rewards development of convenient half-truths. Just look at the strange juxtapositions of morality around you.
Billions spent on new weapons in order to humanely murder other humans.
Rights of criminals are given more respect than the privacy of their victims.
Although there are people suffering in poverty, huge donations are made to protect endangered species. Everyone grows up being told the same thing.
Be nice to other people.
But beat out the competition.
You're special. Believe in yourself and you will succeed.
But it's obvious from the start that only a few can succeed.
You exercise your right to freedom, and this is the result. All rhetoric to avoid conflict and protect each other from hurt. The untested truths, spun by different interests, continue to churn and
il parle carrément de l'arbre de post-vérité qui adviendra que quelques années après. Hein.
Everyone withdraws into their own small gated community, afraid of a larger forum. They stay inside their little ponds, leaking whatever truth suits them into the growing cesspool of society at large.
Et des complotistes et des
cardinal truths neither clash nor mesh. No one is invalidated, but nobody is right.
Not even natural selection can take place here. The world is being engulfed in truth.
And this is the way the world ends, not with a bang,
Ça, c'est une citation.
but a whimper.
We're trying to stop that from happening.
It's our responsibility as rulers. Just as in genetics, unnecessary information and memory must be filtered out to stimulate the evolution of the species.
And you think you're qualified to decide what's necessary and not?
C'est de Richard Kelly,
Absolutely.
des Holomen.
Who else could wade through the sea of garbage you people produce, retrieve valuable truths, and even interpret their meaning for later generations?
That's what it means to create context.
I'll decide for myself what to believe and what to pass on.
But is that even your own idea?
Or something Snake told you.
That's the proof of your incompetence right there. You lack the qualifications to exercise free will.
That's not true. I have the right.
Does something like a self exist inside of you?
That which you call self serves as nothing more than a mask to cover your own being.
In this era of ready-made truths, self is just something used to preserve those positive emotions that you occasionally feel.
Another possibility is that self is a concept you conveniently borrowed under the logic that would endow you with some sense of strength.
That's crap!
Is it? Would you prefer that someone else tell you?
Il y a un côté Nietzschean.
All right then. Explain it to him.
Jack, you're simply the best, and you got there all by yourself.
Oh, what happened? Do you feel lost? Why not try a bit of soul searching?
Don't think you'll find anything, though.
Ironic that although self is something that you yourself fashioned, every time something goes wrong, you turn around and place the blame on something else.
It's not my fault. It's not your fault.
In denial, you simply resort to looking for another, more convenient truth in order to make yourself feel better.
Leaving behind in an instant the so-called truth you once embraced.
Should someone like that be able to decide what is truth?
Should someone like you even have the right to decide?
You've done nothing but abuse your freedom.
You don't deserve to be free.
We're not the ones smothering the world. You are.
The individual is supposed to be weak, but far from powerless. A single person has the potential to ruin the world.
And the age of digitized communication has given even more power to the individual. Too much power for an immature species.
Building a legacy involves figuring out what is wanted and what needs to be done for that goal. All this you used to struggle with. Now we think for you.
We are your guardians, after all.
You want to control human thought? Human behavior?
Of course. Anything can be quantified nowadays. That's what this exercise was designed to prove.
You fell in love with me just as you were meant to, after all. Isn't that right, Jack?
Ocelot was not told the whole truth, to say the least.
We rule an entire nation. Of what interest would a single soldier, no matter how able, be
Là, il
to
parle
us?
que de la nation, mais il me semble qu'après c'est le monde
does
entier.
not stand for solid snake simulation. What it does stand for is selection for societal sanity. The S3 is a system for controlling human will and consciousness. S3 is not you, a soldier trained in the image of Solid Snake. It is a method, a protocol that created a circumstance that made you what you are.
So you see, we're the S3, not you.
What you experienced was the final test of its effectiveness.
That's crazy.
You heard what President Johnson said.
The Arsenal's GW system is the key to their supremacy.
The objective of this exercise was to establish such a method. We used Shadow Moses as a paradigm for the exercise.
I wonder if you would have preferred a fantasy setting.
We chose that backdrop because of its extreme circumstances. It was an optimal test for S3's crisis management capacity. If the model could trigger, control, and solve this, it would be ready for any contingency. And now, we have our proof. Raiden, there are also reasons behind your selection. Solidus raised plenty of other child soldiers. Do you know why we chose you over them? It was because you were the only one who refused to acknowledge the past. All the others remember what they were and pay for it daily.
But you turn your back on everything you don't like. You do whatever you like, see only the things you like, and for yourself alone.
Yes, Rose can
Non
attest to
seulement
that.
tout va mal dans sa vie, mais en plus il se fait bâcher par des IA.
I lied to you, but I wanted to be caught. You pretended to be understanding, to be a gentleman. You never made a conscious attempt to reach out to me. The only time you did was when I gave you no choice but to do so.
I was just trying not to...
What? Trying not to hurt me? Dear, the one you were trying not to hurt was yourself. Avoiding the truth under the guise of kindness is all that you did. It occurred to you to do nothing but look out for yourself. Even if you claim that it was for my sake, that feeling was nowhere to be seen. In the end, everything was for your sake. I was never part of the picture.
Exactly right. So you see, you're a perfect representative of the masses we need to protect. This is why we chose you. You accepted the fiction we've provided, obeyed our orders, and did everything you were told to. The exercise is a resounding success.
Didn't I tell you that GW was still incomplete? But not anymore, thanks to you.
Your persona, experiences, triumphs, and defeats are nothing but byproducts. The real objective was ensuring that we could generate and manipulate them. It's taken a lot of time and money, but it was well worth it considering the results. I think that's enough talk.
Oui.
It's time for the final exercise. Raiden, take Solidus down.
Think again. I'm through doing what I'm told.
Oh, really? Aren't you forgetting something?
If you die, my child dies.
The termination of vital signals from your nanomachines means the death of Olga's child.
Tu te bats plus
Not
pour
to
toi.
mention the death of Rose. She's wired the same way.
Rose, does she actually exist?
Of course I do, Jack. You have to believe me.
Damn!
It will be a fight to the death.
Solidus at least wants you dead.
We will collect the necessary data from this last fight. Then we'll consider the exercise closed. So, Jack the Ripper, will it be Solidus, the Patriot's creation, or you, Solidus's creation? Our beloved monsters, enjoy yourselves.
J'adore tellement ce dénouement de...
Jack, my son.
Il y a tellement de sujets qui sont intéressants.
My clone brothers and I are called monsters, replicates of evil genes. You are one of a kind, but still a monster, shaped by a dark and secret history. We need to decide which monstrosity will have the privilege of survival. By the way, Jack, I was the one who killed your parents.
Et oui, comme Grey Fox a tué les parents de Naomi.
I claimed you for my own and raised you as a soldier in the army of the devil. I am your foster father and your worst enemy.
Why?
Because I needed to know whether we were really someone else's creation. We're repeating history, Jack. Liquid and Solid hunted down Big Boss, trying to sever the tie that bound them to him. Unless you kill me and face your past, Jack, you will never escape. You'll stay in the endless loop, your own double helix. It's time we were both free.
Mon katana. Alors c'est comme ça que tu veux la jouer. Au sabre à l'ancienne. Oh, je me souviens qu'il est chaud ce combat.
The clues to the Patriots inside GW have been erased, but there are other traces. Inside you. What?
Huh?
The information is being carried by the nanomachines in your cerebral cortex, and throughout the neural network they formed.
La fausse personnalité du colonel. Possède des informations.
Brace yourself.
Let's go. Final fight. Alors, faut que je me rappelle les patterns, faut que je me rappelle comment on fait. Ah putain. Ça commence mal. Il a allumé le feu. Ok, je plaque. Je pars, faut que je pars un coup et ensuite je punis. Classic shit. Sauf que c'est pas pratique de taper avec un stick droit. J'ai attendu trop longtemps. Non ouais, ça c'est un imparable. Je savais. Ok. Attention des missiles. Ah putain, l'enfoiré. Non, ça c'est un imparable. Putain, faut que je les retienne. Attention le feu. Ok. Ça c'est difficile de faire un combo avec le stick droit. Je brûle. On va enlever un peu plus du tiers de sa vie. Et il n'est pas encore dans sa dernière phase, enfin dans ses phases avancées. Où il va me faire des combos plus durs, j'en suis à la moitié. J'ai encore une ration. C'est peut-être jouable en one shot. Oh putain le feu. Arrête avec le feu. Ah putain ça tourne à ce point là. Je m'attendais pas. Ah, midlife. Ok, plus de tentacules. Oui. Je crois que tu m'as tué en m'appelant à ce moment-là.
Yes, you are. You're nothing but mere weapons. No different from fighter jets or tanks.
What the? The old model destroyed 4 years ago was Rex.
The new amphibious model is Ray.
Both of these are the same as the code names used by the U.S. Armed Forces to refer to Japanese warplanes during World War II.
On n'entend rien.
Your code name, Raiden, too, comes from the Japanese name was named for one of its interceptors.
Je suis un Metal Gear moi aussi.
just weapons thrown away.
Just weapons used on the battlefield. Just pawns in a game. Exactly as you said.
And a weapon has no right to think for itself. Now, it's time to fulfill your purpose. Defeat Solomon.
Et voilà, j'ai pas pu parer parce qu'ils m'ont appelé. Ah bah oui, il fait plus les flammes parce qu'il a plus l'intégralité de son... Mais j'ai plus de... Ah si, il fait des flammes. J'ai plus de ration, c'est la merde. Oh! Tant qu'il fait ce pattern là, ça me va, celui-là je le maîtrise. Pas le feu, pas le feu, pas le feu, pas le feu. Aïe. Non, je m'abandonne pas. On a presque autant de vie, mec. Ah, je peux pas parer. D'accord. Fallait esquiver. Ok, on peut le faire, on peut le faire, on peut le faire. En one shot. Juste que je parte ça et c'est bon. One shot. Bah ça c'est mieux fini que ça a commencé, hein. J'ai galéré sur les premières heures mais après je me suis rattrapé. De toute façon tu fais tomber tes affaires. Qu'est-ce qu'il dit? Qu'est-ce qu'il dit? Il tombe au pied de George Washington. Et derrière lui. George Washington qui était un esclavagiste, hein, on oublie parfois. Oui, mais c'est l'époque. Oui, bah, pas tout le monde avait des esclaves. Hein. Comme dirait Run the Jules avec... Merde. Le chanteur de Rage Against the Machine, je l'ai plus. Zach de la Rocha. Look at all these slaves master posing your dollars. Oui, l'anecdote, j'ai toujours pas raconté. Le doubleur de Vamp, c'est Phil Lamar. Et Phil Lamar, c'est un comédien de doublage américain, mais qui également qui joue quelques petits rôles dans des films, et notamment dans Pulp Fiction, c'est celui qui se fait buter par Travolta dans la bagnole quand il y a une secousse et qu'il appuie comme ça et que ça recouvre la bagnole de bouts de cerveau et tout ça. Et qu'ils sont obligés de s'arrêter chez un personnage qui est joué par Tarantino pour appeler un nettoyeur. Et bah, c'est le doubleur de Vamp.
The memories you have and the role you were assigned are burdens you had to carry. It doesn't matter if they were real or not. That's never the point. There's no such thing in the world as absolute reality. Most of what they call real is actually fiction. What you think you see is only as real as your brain tells you it is. Then
What am I supposed to believe in? What am I going to leave behind when I'm through?
We can tell other people about having faith. What we had faith in. What we found important enough to fight for. It's not whether you were right or wrong, but how much faith you were willing to have. That decides the future. The Patriots are a kind of ongoing fiction too, come to think of it. Listen, don't obsess over words so much. Find the meaning behind the words, then decide. You can find your own name. And your own future.
Decide for myself?
And whatever you choose will be you.
I don't know if I can.
I know you didn't have much in terms of choices this time. But everything you felt, thought about during this mission is yours. And what you decide to do with them is your choice.
You mean start over?
Yeah, a clean slate, a new name, new memories. Choose your own legacy. It's for you to decide. It's up to you. By the way, what is that?
Dog tags.
Dog tags.
Démon. Mais je m'appelle Démon en fait. Je suis français. Comment ça, non?
Anyone you know?
No, never heard the name before.
Ça fait mal au cœur.
I'll pick my own name.
Moi je t'aimais bien,
and my
Raiden.
own life. I'll find something worth passing on. They taught me some good things too.
I know. We've inherited freedom from all those who fought for it. We all have the freedom to spread the word. Even me.
Snake, what about Olga's child?
Don't worry. I'll find him. Count on it. As long as you keep yourself alive, he's safe.
Do you know where Liquid went?
I put a transmitter on his ray.
Did he head for the Patriots?
Yeah, but I have a feeling they gave Ocelot a bogus location to begin with. Cheer up. We have a better lead. This contains the list of all the Patriots.
But Ocelot took it.
The one we gave you wasn't the real thing.
Ah bah super.
What?
Pourquoi tout le monde me ment tout le temps en fait?
This virus is coded to destroy only a specific part of GW, namely the information about the Patriots' identity. Which means that there's a parameter coded in here that defines what that information is.
Eh oui.
I get it. Analyze the code and you can probably find out where they operate. Count me in.
No, you have things to do first. And people you need to talk to.
Et personne nous calcule alors qu'on est quand même pas habillés comme les traders qui sont autour de nous. Mais ça c'est New York ça. Chacun s'occupe de son petit truc. Moi j'ai un katana dans la rue. Ils s'en foutent quoi. Rose.
Snake?
What's wrong?
Nothing. Can I ask you something? Who am I, really?
I wouldn't know. But we're going to find out together, aren't we?
Oh. Yeah.
En réalité, non, pas trop. Je spoil, mais...
See me for what I am, okay?
sera que la deuxième fois qu'un personnage principal finit en disant oui, on va faire des trucs ensemble à une meuf et que la fois d'après, en fait, rien. Remember Holly, disparu après Metal Gear Solid Snake sans raison.
Do you remember this place?
Et c'est l'endroit où on s'est rencontrés.
Of course. This is where we first met. I remember now.
Et c'est notre anniversaire de rencontre.
Today is the day I met you.
Oui.
That's it.
I think I found something to pass along to the future.
What?
He said all living things want their genes to live on.
Are you talking about the baby?
Yeah. The genes aren't the only thing you pass on. There are too many things that aren't written into our DNA. It's up to us to teach that to our children.
What kind of things?
About the environment, our ideas, our culture, poetry, compassion, sorrow, joy. We'll tell them everything together.
Is that a proposal?
This is for your ears only.
Ah, ça va tellement être bizarre quand on va passer à Metal Gear Solid 4 du coup. Ils ont voulu mettre une happy end pour Raiden, mais spoiler, c'est pas sa fin. Et après, ça sera pas très happy. Et nous voilà à la fin de ce Metal Gear Solid 2. On aura mis 11h15. J'avais dit entre 8 et 9. Et on a bien galéré au début. J'ai vraiment merdé sur les premiers niveaux. Jusqu'à ce que j'ai un flingue silencieux. Après, je me suis mis à déglinguer tout le monde et c'était plus simple pour s'infiltrer quand tout le monde était mort. C'est vrai. Mais très bien, moi j'aime beaucoup, je suis ultra fan. Alors j'ai découvert la saga avec le 3, donc le 3 il a une place particulière dans mon cœur. Ensuite je suis passé sur le 1, et le 1 bon, bah, c'est le plus culte de la saga. Mais moi je pense que j'aime mon préféré je pense en termes de scénar, pas en termes de gameplay, en termes de gameplay ça serait le 3. En termes de scénar ça serait le 2. Parce que il est vraiment au cœur et ça fait le pivot. Avec l'introduction de tous les trucs de patriotes et tous les enjeux qui sont traités derrière sur, comme je disais, l'art de la post-vérité, retisser encore un peu le côté mythologique du héros, la casser complètement, le fait que l'endoctrinement culturel et la désensibilisation à la violence et au meurtre, qui est pas que... On peut le lire en mode jeu vidéo, en mode le jeu vidéo rend violent, parce que Raiden s'est entraîné en VR Mission, sauf que il explique aussi que quand il était enfant soldat, on les gavait de films hollywoodiens avec des gros flingues et tout ça. Donc globalement c'est tout un écosystème culturel qui pousse, qui pousse à la déshumanisation des ennemis. Et ça, c'est des thèmes qui sont étudiés depuis un moment, mais sur le jeu vidéo en particulier, où en plus t'es acteur de cette violence, ça va être utilisé par l'armée américaine des années plus tard. Notamment beaucoup de stands de recrutement dans des salons de gamers. Et donc l'armée américaine avait fait développer un jeu pour aider au recrutement, qui était America's Army. Mais apparemment, ils recrutaient aussi pas mal autour de Call of Duty. qui était une grosse saga à succès, qui vantait quand même pas mal un côté un peu réganien, une vision un peu réganienne de l'armée américaine. C'est quand même des sujets assez intéressants. Puis il y a plein de trucs aussi en termes de gameplay qui sont assez... Alors j'adore la phase où l'IA part en couille et où ça devient presque surréaliste. Et assez flippant aussi. Un truc que je trouve génial, c'est le fait d'avoir... Les boss en fait sont immortels. Enfin, on affronte Olga au début. C'est le premier combat de boss, il est classique. Il ressemble un peu au combat contre Ocelot dans le premier. Ensuite, on affronte Fortune, on peut pas la tuer, c'est juste un timer. On affronte Fatman, là c'est de nouveau un combat un peu plus classique. Ensuite on a Vamp. En fait les combats sont classiques mais tu ne tues pas les ennemis, Vamp n'est pas mort. Au lieu on lui a foutu 5 headshots. Et bon vous avez bien vu qu'on l'a buté plusieurs fois et qu'il revient toujours. Fortune à la fin ne meurt que parce que les Patriotes désactivent sa protection. Elle finit par l'utiliser quand même, c'est encore un peu mystérieux à ce moment-là. Ce sera justifié, expliqué dans l'épisode 4. Mais je trouve ça intéressant là où dans les précédents opus on était habitué à avoir un boss, on le bat, il meurt. Là d'avoir des ennemis que... Déjà t'as des affrontements où tu les affrontes pas vraiment. Et t'as des affrontements où tu les bats et ils meurent pas, ils reviennent. Je sais pas. Et puis le fait d'avoir une avalanche de Metal Gear à la fin à affronter au lieu de un seul. Il y a un côté paroxysme en fait de la formule Metal Gear Solid classique. Qui du coup va devoir être réinventé sur Metal Gear Solid 3. On va retrouver beaucoup d'éléments similaires. Mais on va se mettre à rajouter beaucoup de mécaniques de gameplay qui vont complètement faire évoluer le rapport au gameplay. On aura le temps d'en discuter quand on fera Metal Gear Solid 3 prochainement. A savoir que donc dans la saga Solid Snake, là on vient de jouer à l'avant-dernier épisode chronologiquement, puisque Metal Gear Solid 3 sera un prequel. Et l'histoire se terminera avec Metal Gear Solid 4. Metal Gear Solid Rising Revengeance se passe après, mais ne concerne pas du tout Snake, ça concerne Raiden. Et on retrouve... je crois pas qu'on retrouve d'autres personnages de la saga à part Raiden. Peut-être qu'il y en a quelques-uns, je sais plus. Mais on est complètement dans un autre arc narratif. Et d'ailleurs une autre série, Metal Gear Rising Revengeance, basé sur plus du... c'est un beat'em all quoi. Metal Gear Solid 5, ça sera également une prequel. De même que les épisodes PSP, Portable Ops et Peace Walker. PSP et PS Vita, je sais plus, on avait déjà eu cette discussion la dernière fois mais je l'avais oublié. Donc toute cette trame narrative qui a commencé avec Metal Gear, qui nous amène jusqu'à Metal Gear Solid 2, et la conclusion ce sera Metal Gear Solid 4, qui va être un peu décevant je vous avoue. Après peut-être que je vais changer d'avis en y rejoignant, mais je trouve la fin un peu gentillette quoi, par rapport à tout ce qui nous a annoncé, tout ce qui se bâtit au fil de la saga. Et Metal Gear Solid 3 donc va être un prequel qui va permettre de poser... En fait, qui va pas faire avancer tant l'histoire que ça, mais va poser les bases pour permettre à Metal Gear Solid 4 de lier l'intégralité du truc dans un scénario avec encore plein de twists, etc. Bref. Merci YouTube d'avoir suivi... Ah non, il y a la scène post-crédit.
Life isn't just about passing on your genes. We can leave behind much more than just DNA. Through speech, music, literature, and movies, what we've seen, heard, felt, anger, joy, and sorrow. these are the things I will pass on. That's what I live for. We need to pass the torch and let our children read our messy and sad history by its light. We have all the magic of the digital age to do that with. The human race will probably come to an end sometime, and new species may rule over this planet. Earth may not be forever, but we still have the responsibility to leave what traces of life we can. Building the future and keeping the past alive are one and the same thing.
Et attention, évidemment, à chaque fois il y a une petite conversation téléphonique en fin de jeu, avec un twist. À Saint-Tropez.
Snake, you there? It's me. I've finished going over that disc.
Did you find the Patriots list?
Of course. It contains the personal data of 12 people. There was a name on it. Snake, it was one of our biggest contributors.
What's going on around here?
I don't know.
Anyway, where are they?
Well, we were right about them being on Manhattan, but...
But what?
They're already dead. All 12 of them.
When did it happen?
Well, about 100 years ago.
What the
Comment?
hell?
Qu'est-ce que c'est que ce pataquès? Nous avons mis 10h57, 52 en temps de jeu. Nous avons sauvegardé 5 fois, fait 63 continus. Nous avons déclenché 50 alertes, tué 159 ennemis et utilisé 62 rations. Pouh, ça fait beaucoup quand même. C'est quoi mon score? J'ai pas de score? Je suis un mammouth. Ah ouais, c'est bien pour l'infiltration ça. Mammouth. Et pour le New Game Plus, je gagne un appareil photo digital, et c'est tout. Nickel. Merci YouTube d'avoir suivi cette dernière VOD sur Metal Gear Solid 2 Sons of Liberty. On se retrouvera très bientôt pour passer sur Metal Gear Solid 3 Snake Eater. A plus.